Cancer, stop. Do not scroll past this. You were not supposed to find this video, and yet here you are, on the 13th of August, 2026, with your chest already tight and your spirit whispering that something is about to shift so drastically in your finances that the version of you who has been grinding, begging, overworking, and surviving, that version is about to be retired. Forever. The cards are showing me a door opening that you did not even know existed. And behind it is a life where money flows to you without the suffering, without the sacrifice, without the exhaustion you have carried for years. Someone is about to hand you a key, literally or energetically. And I need you to stay because what I am about to reveal in this reading will make your hands shake. Before we go deeper, tell me in the comments where you are watching from right now, and tap subscribe to Trusted Tarot so the universe knows you are ready to receive. Now breathe. Let's begin. Let us talk about how you actually got here. You might think you just clicked on a thumbnail. You might think the YouTube algorithm just served you another tarot reading to pass the time, or that you were just mindlessly scrolling to distract yourself from the heavy thoughts in your head. But we both know that is not how the universe operates, especially not for a Cancer. Your energy field has been shifting, vibrating at a frequency that is practically screaming for a divine intervention. Your higher self, your guides, the ancestors who have watched you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. In silence, they conspired to put this exact video on your screen on this exact day. This is not coincidence. This is a spiritual appointment. The algorithm is simply the modern-day delivery system for divine timing. You are being intercepted. The universe is stepping in because you have reached the absolute limit of what you can do on your own. And the heavens are finally saying to step back and let them handle this. You were meant to hear this now, at this exact moment, because the portal to your soft life is currently wide open, and if you scroll away, you might miss the instructions on how to walk through it. I know you have been feeling this shift in your physical body long before your conscious mind even understood what was happening. Over the last few weeks, your physical vessel has been acting as a highly sensitive antenna for this incoming wealth and this massive life alteration. You have been waking up with this strange, fluttering sensation in your chest, complicated mix of low-grade anxiety and an electric anticipation that you cannot quite name. You feel a persistent tightness in your jaw, clenching in your stomach, because your nervous system is desperately trying to process an energetic download that is far too large for your current three-dimensional reality. You have been experiencing this bizarre, humming restlessness, pacing your room, feeling like you need to be somewhere or do something, yet having absolutely no idea what that is. You catch yourself checking your phone obsessively, waiting for a text, an email, a notification, sign that the waiting is over and the deliverance has arrived. And then there are the sudden, overwhelming waves of emotion. As a Cancer, you are ruled by the moon, and your emotional tides are pulling you into incredibly deep waters right now. You might be sitting in your car, or washing the dishes, or staring out a window, and suddenly a wave of heat washes over you, or a single tear slips down your cheek for absolutely no logical reason. That is not sadness, my dear Cancer. That is your soul recognizing that the season of lack is ending. Your body is literally rejecting the struggle. It is physically preparing your nervous system to hold the massive frequency of abundance without short-circuiting. And it is not just your waking body that is preparing for this elevation. Your subconscious mind, the sacred realm where your deepest desires and spirit guides communicate, has been working overtime to show you what is coming. Let us talk about the dreams you have been having, or the vivid flashes of imagery that keep interrupting your daily thoughts. You have been dreaming of water, but not just any water. You are dreaming of overflowing rivers, of deep, clear emerald pools, of being submerged in something that feels incredibly rich, heavy, and nourishing. Or perhaps you have been dreaming of houses. Not the house you live in right now, but massive, beautiful, sunlit homes with rooms you have never seen before, unlocking heavy wooden doors to spaces that are entirely yours. You might have seen flashes of gold in your sleep, or found yourself picking up heavy coins from the ground, or being handed a thick envelope or a set of keys by someone whose face you could not quite make out in the shadows. And when you wake up, usually in the witching hour, somewhere between 3 and 4 in the morning, your mind is racing with intrusive thoughts. But these are not the usual anxious thoughts about bills, responsibilities, or the future. These are strange, quiet, almost rebellious whispers asking what would happen if you just stopped trying so hard. What if you just let go and allowed yourself to be completely provided for? You have been seeing repeating numbers everywhere. 11s, 22s, 44s. You have been smelling perfumes or colognes of people who are not in the room, or hearing snippets of songs that remind you of a time when you felt truly, deeply safe. These are not random misfires of a tired brain. These are confirmations. The veil is incredibly thin right now, and the spirit realm is using your dreams to show you the exact blueprint of the soft life that is rushing toward you. I need to pause here and acknowledge the sheer, bone deep exhaustion that has brought you to this exact moment. You are the Zodiac's mother, the nurturer, the one who holds everyone else together when their world is falling apart. You have spent your entire life being the responsible one, the one who sacrifices, the one who makes sure everyone else's cup is full while yours is running on empty. You have tied your self worth to your struggle. You have believed on some deep, subconscious, cellular level that if you are not suffering, if you are not working yourself to the bone, then you do not deserve the reward. This pain point, this deep-seated belief that love and money must be earned through blood, sweat, and endless tears, is the exact chain that is about to be broken. The universe is looking at your tired shoulders, your heavy heart, and your overworked spirit, and it is declaring a permanent ceasefire. You are being called into the soft life. But to fully enter it, and to accept this massive financial windfall without guilt, you have to understand who is orchestrating this shift behind the scenes, and what a specific person from your past is finally realizing about you. Now, I need you to shift your focus away from your own exhaustion for just a moment, because there is someone else in this energetic equation. There is a specific person whose energy is currently tangled up with yours, and their internal world is undergoing a massive seismic shift. You know exactly who I am talking about. This is the person who has watched you hustle, watched you stress, watched you carry burdens that were never yours to carry, and for the longest time, they remained passive. They thought you were invincible. They thought you would always figure it out, always bounce back, always find a way to stretch a dollar and make miracles out of thin air. They took your resilience for granted, mistaking your endurance for an infinite capacity to suffer. But something has snapped inside of them recently. Over the last few weeks, this person has been hit with a profound, almost uncomfortable wave of clarity. They have been sitting in silence, looking at their own resources, their own bank accounts, their own life trajectory, and a heavy, sinking feeling of regret has washed over them. They are realizing that your struggle was never a sign of your weakness, but a reflection of their failure to step up and protect you. This person is remembering very specific moments that they previously brushed off. They are remembering a Tuesday evening, maybe a few months ago, when you were sitting at the kitchen table or staring at your laptop screen, rubbing your temples, looking so deeply depleted that it actually scared them, even if they didn't say a word. They are remembering the way your voice sounded when you talked about your future, laced with a quiet anxiety that they pretended not to hear. But now, in the quiet of their own nights, those memories are playing on a loop. They are experiencing an emotional reckoning. They are realizing that the version of you that is constantly surviving is not the version of you they want to be around forever. They want the soft, radiant, rested version of you. They want the Cancer who has time to dream, to create, to simply exist without the crushing weight of financial survival on your chest. They are looking at their own life and realizing that true wealth means nothing if the person they care about most is constantly worried about the next bill. They are preparing to make a move that will completely alter your financial timeline. They are gathering the courage, the resources, and the words to offer you something that will feel like a massive, unexpected lifeline. But I cannot reveal the exact nature of this offer just yet. I know you want me to tell you exactly what is going to happen, what they are going to say, and how much money or what specific opportunity is coming your way. But if I give you the final puzzle piece right now, your logical, three-dimensional mind will immediately reject it. Your ego will say it is too good to be true, or that you do not deserve it, or that there must be a catch. You need the context before the full message makes sense. You need to understand the energetic mechanics of why the universe is allowing this person to be the vessel for your soft life. This is not about them rescuing you. This is about a karmic debt being paid. This is about divine balance being restored. The universe is using them to correct a timeline where you were undervalued. If you do not understand the spiritual architecture behind this incoming blessing, you will accidentally block it when it arrives. You will deflect their offer out of pride, or you will shrink yourself out of guilt, or you will try to pay them back immediately because you are so unaccustomed to simply receiving. You have to learn how to hold the energy of the soft life before the physical money actually lands in your hands. Before we uncover the exact mechanism of this financial breakthrough, I want you to take a deep, intentional breath and anchor yourself into this community. If this reading is resonating with your spirit, if you are feeling that deep intuitive ping of truth in your gut, I need you to make conscious choice right now to align yourself with this frequency. Tap the subscribe button for Trusted Tarot, not just as a digital action, but as a spiritual declaration. By subscribing, you are telling the universe that you are ready to be part of a community that expects miracles. Community of Cancers who are done with the struggle and are actively claiming their soft life era. Leave a comment below with the words, I am ready to receive, and watch how the algorithm begins to feed you more of this high vibrational energy. When you engage, you are not just supporting the channel, you are locking in your own energetic signature. You are raising your hand and saying to the spirit realm, I am here, I am listening, and my energetic container is open. Take a second right now to do that, and then let us dive into the exact timing of this massive shift. The wait is over, Cancer. The context has been laid, the energetic foundation has been poured, and now it is time to pull back the veil and look directly at what is rushing toward you. The universe is not just sending you a vague sense of relief. It is delivering a highly specific, tangible, life-altering communication. Within this divine window, you are going to receive a message that completely rewrites your financial reality. This is not a casual text or a fleeting conversation. This is a formal offer, profound proposal, or a decisive invitation that lands in your lap with the weight of absolute certainty. It might arrive as an email that makes your breath catch, a thick envelope sliding across a table, or a deeply serious, sit-down conversation where the person we discussed finally puts their cards on the table and makes a decision that changes your timeline forever. They are offering you a literal and energetic safety net. They are presenting you with the resources, the backing, or the financial intervention that allows you to step down from the endless treadmill of survival. This is the exact moment the universe says, you never have to hustle like this again. When this offer is presented to you, it is going to look so massive, so incredibly generous, that your logical mind will struggle to compute it. They are offering to fund your dream, to buy out your share of a heavy burden, to clear a massive debt, or to simply hand you the keys to a lifestyle where your basic needs are overwhelmingly met without you having to lift a finger. This is the ultimate invitation to the soft life. It is the physical manifestation of the overflowing rivers and the unlocked doors you have been seeing in your dreams. The cards are showing a massive, undeniable transfer of resources. A door that has been locked for years is suddenly swinging wide open. And standing on the other side is a reality where your time belongs to you, where your energy is protected, and where your bank account reflects the true value of your spirit, not just the hours you have bled into a job. You are being handed a golden ticket to retire your struggle, to lay down your armor, and to finally truly rest. But here is where the reading shifts, and here is where I need you to listen to me with every ounce of your intuition. I must give you a very serious, very nuanced warning. When this massive blessing arrives, when this offer is placed right in front of you, your nervous system is going to panic. As a Cancer, you have been conditioned by this world, and perhaps by your own ancestral lineage, to believe that love, security, and money are strictly transactional. You have been taught that if something looks this good, there must be a catch. If someone is offering you the world, they must want to own you in return. Your trauma response is going to flare up, screaming at you to look for the hidden strings, to search for the trap, to brace yourself for the inevitable disappointment. You are going to feel a sudden, intense urge to reject the offer out of pure, unadulterated pride. Your ego will whisper that you do not need charity, that you can figure it out yourself, that accepting this help makes you weak or dependent. This is the most critical juncture of your entire spiritual journey this year. If you react from this wounded, hyper-independent place, you will accidentally block the very blessing you have been crying out for. You will self-sabotage the soft life because your identity is currently too wrapped up in being the martyr, the survivor, the one who does it all alone. Do not let your old pain distort this new message. Do not let the ghost of past betrayals convince you that this current offer is a manipulation. The person making this offer has done their own inner work, and they are coming to you from a place of deep respect and genuine care, not control. If you meet their vulnerability with a defensive wall, if you cross your arms and say, "What do you want from me?" you will shatter the delicate energetic bridge that the universe has just built for you. You will push away the exact deliverance your soul has been begging for. So, what must you do when this moment arrives? You must practice the sacred art of the pause. When the message comes, when the document is handed to you, when the words are spoken, do not answer immediately. Do not let your mouth move before your spirit has settled. Take a deep, intentional breath and pull the energy down into your belly. Ground yourself in the physical reality of the moment. Look at the person, or look at the words on the screen, and consciously choose to receive the message clearly, not defensively. Let the magnitude of their offer wash over you without immediately trying to solve the problem of their generosity. You do not need to negotiate. You do not need to immediately figure out how to pay them back. You just need to say, "Thank you, let me sit with this." Give yourself the grace to process the shock of being deeply, profoundly cared for. Accepting this is not a weakness, Cancer. It is the ultimate spiritual evolution. It is an act of profound trust in the universe and in yourself. To live the soft life, you must cultivate a soft heart. If your heart remains armored, if you remain braced for impact, the money and the ease cannot flow into your energetic container. You have to physically and emotionally relax your grip on the struggle. You have to allow yourself to be cherished, to be provided for, to be held. The universe is asking you to lay down your weapons and step into the light of unconditional support. This is your divine reward for years of silent endurance, and it is arriving right now because the energetic soil of your life has finally been cleared of the weeds of unworthiness. You are ready, the offer is real. The soft life is not just a fantasy on a vision board, it is a physical reality waiting for your permission to enter. Chapter 4. Let us talk about the sacred geometry of this exact moment. Because the timing of this financial and spiritual elevation is not a random accident of the calendar. We are sitting in the immediate, vibrating aftermath of the Lion's Gate portal, right here on the 13th of August, 2026. The sun is currently blazing in the heart of Leo, which, for you, my beautiful, sensitive Cancer, directly illuminates your second house of accumulated wealth, personal resources, and deep-seated self-worth. But this astrological transit is only the physical mirror of a much deeper, spiritual ripening that has been happening inside your energetic field. You have probably been asking the universe, sometimes out loud in the frustration of your daily commute, sometimes in the quiet, desperate whispers of your midnight prayers, why this breakthrough has taken so long. Why have you had to work so incredibly hard for so many years while others seem to break effortlessly? Why did the universe make you wait through season after season of scraping by, of stretching dollars, of feeling like you were constantly running on a treadmill that never stopped? I need you to understand a profound spiritual truth right now. If this massive financial blessing, this absolute transition into the soft life, had arrived 3 years ago, or even 18 months ago, it would have destroyed you. It would have slipped right through your fingers. Because back then, your energetic boundaries were entirely porous. If someone handed you a massive sum of money, or a life-changing opportunity back then, your immediate, trauma-conditioned response would have been to give it away. You would have used it to bail out a toxic family member, to save a failing friend, to pay off someone else's karmic debt, or to overinvest in a project that was never meant to serve you. You were still operating under the subconscious belief that your purpose on this earth was to be the savior, the martyr, the endless well of resources for everyone else's emergencies. The universe, in its infinite protective wisdom, had to delay this financial windfall until you had done the grueling, unglamorous inner work of learning how to protect your own energy. The silence you have endured over the last year, the feeling of being isolated, the periods where it felt like the heavens had gone completely quiet and stopped answering your prayers, that was not a punishment. That was an incubation period. The universe put you in a spiritual waiting room to force you to look inward, to heal your relationship with yourself, and to finally realize that you are worthy of keeping the harvest you plant. You had to learn how to say no. You had to learn how to walk away from tables where you were being undervalued. You had to grieve the people who only loved you for what you could provide for them. And now, on this exact day in August, the energetic soil of your life is finally clear of those parasitic roots. You are energetically ripe. Your frequency has shifted from the desperate, grasping energy of survival into the calm, magnetic, grounded frequency of reception. The universe is finally trusting you with the wealth because it knows, with absolute spiritual certainty, that you will no longer use it to fund your own destruction or enable the laziness of those around you. You are ready to build an empire of peace. And as we sit in this truth, I need to pause and speak directly to the deepest, most vulnerable part of your heart. I see the exhaustion you are carrying. I see the heavy, invisible backpack of responsibilities you have been hauling up the mountain of your life. I know about the tears you have cried into your pillow when you thought no one was watching. I know the specific, hollow ache in your chest when you look at your bank account and wonder how you are going to juggle the impossible mathematics of your monthly bills. I know the profound loneliness of being the strong one, the one everyone calls when their world is falling apart, but having absolutely no one to call when your own knees are buckling. You have felt so unseen, Cancer. You have felt like your deep emotional sensitivity is a burden, like your need for security and nurturing, is somehow too much for this harsh, fast paced world. But I am here to tell you, as a direct conduit for your spirit guides, that your sensitivity is not a weakness. It is the very compass that has led you to this exact moment of deliverance. Your tears were not wasted. Every single drop of frustration, every moment of profound disappointment, every silent prayer for relief was recorded in the Akashic records of your life. The heavens have not ignored you. They have been meticulously preparing a response that matches the depth of your longing. You are about to experience a level of emotional and financial holding that you have only ever dreamed of. The person stepping forward to offer you this soft life sees your depth. They do not think you are too much. They think you are a rare, precious treasure that has been mishandled by a world that did not understand your worth. You are safe now. I need you to really let those words sink into your nervous system. You are safe. The war is over. You do not have to keep your guard up anymore. You do not have to keep scanning the horizon for the next disaster, the next bill, the next betrayal, the cycle of generational struggle. The ancestral curse that told your bloodline they had to suffer to survive is breaking with you right here. Right now, in this lifetime. You are the one chosen to change the financial trajectory of your lineage. You are the one who gets to introduce the concept of ease, of leisure, of soft mornings, and abundant resources to your family tree. Breathe into that massive responsibility and let it transform into massive relief. The heavy lifting is done. The universe is taking the wheel, final chapter. And now, my dear Cancer, we arrive at the sacred closing of this transmission. We have walked through the fire together. We have looked at the pain, the waiting, the exhaustion, and the doubt. We have faced the person who is stepping forward, the offer that is rushing toward you, and the spiritual architecture behind this massive shift in your financial timeline. And now, I need you to do something that may feel unfamiliar. I need you to stop, just stop. Do not rush to the next video. Do not immediately scroll to the comments to see what others have written. Do not open a new tab and return to the noise of the world. I need you to sit with this message. I need you to let it settle into the deepest chambers of your body, because your soul has been waiting for this specific frequency. And if you rush past it, you will miss the integration. The universe has spoken to you today, and the most powerful thing you can do right now is simply be still and receive. So here is what I am asking you to do. Shift your body into a comfortable position. Uncross your legs, unclench your jaw. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Now take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, filling your belly, your ribs, your chest, all the way up to your throat. Hold it for just a moment, and then release it through your mouth with a soft sigh. Let the sound out. Let the tension out. Let the years of bracing for impact, the years of holding your breath while waiting for the other shoe to drop. Leave your body with that single exhale. Do it one more time. Breathe in the possibility of a new life. Breathe out the identity of the struggler. You are not that person anymore. You are becoming someone who is allowed to be soft, allowed to be held, allowed to be provided for without earning it through suffering. Now, place your right hand gently over your heart. Feel the warmth of your own palm against your chest. Feel the steady, rhythmic beating beneath your fingers. That heartbeat has carried you through every sleepless night, every financial panic, every moment you thought you could not take one more step. It has never once abandoned you. And right now, in this quiet moment, it is beating in alignment with a new timeline. It is beating in the frequency of the soft life. It is beating in the rhythm of a future where you wake up without dread, where money flows to you in divine timing, where you are cherished and protected and deeply, unconditionally loved. Feel that heartbeat. Trust it. It knows the way forward even when your mind is still catching up. With your hand still resting on your heart, I want you to close your eyes and repeat this affirmation silently, letting each word land like a seed in fertile soil. Say to yourself, I release the struggle. I release the need to earn my worth through suffering. I am worthy of ease. I am worthy of abundance. I allow the universe to provide for me in ways I cannot yet see. I receive this soft life. I receive this love. I receive this financial freedom. I am safe to be soft. I am safe to be held. I am safe to let go. Say it once more, slower this time. Let the words become a prayer. Let them become decrees spoken directly into the spiritual realm. The ancestors are listening. Your guides are listening. The universe is recording this declaration and rearranging the physical world to match it. And as you sit here, with your hand on your heart and your eyes still soft, I want you to know one final thing. You are not walking into this new chapter alone. You never were. The reason this video found you, the reason your thumb stopped scrolling, the reason your spirit pulled you to Trusted Tarot on this exact day is because you have a team of spiritual beings working behind the scenes on your behalf. They have been whispering to you in your dreams, nudging your intuition, creating synchronicities in your path. They are so deeply proud of you for surviving this long. They are so proud of the boundaries you have built, the tears you have cried, the prayers you have whispered into the dark, and they are standing beside you now, cheering, as you step across the threshold into a life where you never have to fight so hard again. You are seen, you are held, you are chosen. And the soft life is not a fantasy for someone else, it is yours. It has always been yours. You simply had to survive long enough to claim it. Now, before you go, I want to ask you to do one final thing to seal this energy and lock it into the physical realm. In the comments below, I want you to type one single word. The word is receive. Just that one word, type it with intention. Type it as a signature on a spiritual contract. Type it as a declaration to the universe that you are no longer hiding, no longer deflecting, no longer saying you are fine when you are not. Type, receive, and mean it with every cell of your body. And if this reading found you at the exact moment you needed it, if something in your spirit whispered yes when I described your exhaustion, your dreams, your body's signals, then subscribe to Trusted Tarot and share this video with someone who you feel in your gut also needs to hear this message right now. You never know whose life you might alter by simply passing along a whisper from the divine. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read your energy. Thank you for trusting the process. I will see you in the next reading, Cancer. Until then, rest, you have earned it. Welcome to the morning after the miracle, Cancer. We have talked about the arrival of this massive financial shift, the offer, the keys, the profound relief. But I need to prepare you for what happens when you actually wake up inside this new reality. Because here is the secret about the soft life that no one warns you about. When you have spent your entire existence surviving, peace can initially feel incredibly disorienting. There will be a morning, very soon after this energetic shift locks in, where you will wake up and your body will immediately go looking for a problem. Your nervous system, so deeply addicted to the cortisol of the hustle, will scan your environment for a crisis. You will look at your phone expecting a disaster. You will check your bank account bracing for a deficit. And when you find only peace, only abundance, only the quiet, steady hum of security, you might actually feel a wave of panic. This is what spiritual teachers call phantom limb syndrome of the ego. Your mind is reaching for the stress that is no longer there. When this happens, and it will happen, I need you to recognize it for what it is. It is not a sign that you have made a mistake. It is not a sign that the universe is going to take it all back. It is simply your biological machinery catching up to your spiritual elevation. You will feel a sudden, piercing guilt for just sitting still. You will feel like you should be working, like you should be earning your keep, like you are somehow cheating the system by simply existing and being provided for. This is the final, deepest layer of the ancestral curse trying to claw its way back into your life. It is the generational trauma whispering that rest is a sin. In those moments, you must fiercely defend your right to do absolutely nothing. You must look that guilt in the eye and tell it that your worth is no longer tied to your productivity. In the soft life, receiving is an action. Resting is a profound spiritual practice. Allowing yourself to be deeply, unconditionally cared for is the highest form of worship you can offer to a universe that has been trying to bless you for years. As you integrate this massive influx of wealth and ease, your energetic hygiene must become impeccable. You are now carrying a very high, very magnetic frequency, and the world will notice. People who are still trapped in the vibration of lack will try to pull you back down into their chaos. They will ask you for favors they have no intention of repaying. They will try to guilt you into funding their poor decisions. You must become a fortress of gentle but unbreakable boundaries. You do not owe anyone an explanation for your good fortune. You do not owe anyone a piece of your harvest just because they watched you plant the seeds in the dirt. Protect this soft life with the fierce, maternal instinct of the Cancer crab. Guard your peace. Guard your resources. Guard your quiet mornings and your slow, luxurious evenings. This wealth was given to you to heal your lineage, not to subsidize the dysfunction of those who refuse to do their own inner work. Take one last, deep look at the life that is rushing toward you on this 13th of August, 2026. Smell the rich, dark coffee brewing in a kitchen that you own. Feel the weight of the high thread count sheets against your skinches. Hear the profound, beautiful silence of a home where no one is yelling about money, where no one is stressing over the future. See yourself walking through your days with a soft smile, relaxed jaw, and a heart that is no longer braced for impact. This is not a daydream, Cancer. This is a memory of your future, echoing back to you right now to give you the strength to hold the line until it physically manifests. You have done the work, you have survived the fire, you have cried the tears, and now the universe is handing you the water to wash it all away. Thank you for trusting me with your energy today. Thank you for allowing Trusted Tarot to be the vessel for this divine download. Claim it, breathe it, inches live it. The soft life is yours, and so it is.